So welcome to day 23 of the no added salt challenge. So I am making something that I've never heard of before. Like I've never heard of making hemp seed soup before, but it sounds really good because I really liked the hemp seeds when we were having them before. So we're gonna give this a shot. We have a pot with 4 cups of water in it. This actually just requires a couple of stages worth of cooking. It's not really too bad. And in that pot, you're supposed to put 3/4 of a cup of lentils. And you're supposed to put whatever bouillon it is that you're going to be using. So I'm going to go back and use some of the bouillon powder stuff, broth powder that I made 2 days ago. I'll put the link for the recipe in the description box below. And it says to use 1 tablespoon for every 1 cup of water. So I'm using 4 tablespoons of this powdered stuff. I don't know, hopefully it'll taste good. But anyway, after you put, excuse me. So you are supposed to, don't breathe it in. It's terrible for your lungs, my goodness. So you're supposed to put those things together with the lentils, and you're supposed to cook that for, and bay leaves. You're supposed to put 2 bay leaves in here now as well. I need to get those out still. And simmer that for 15 minutes. And then you're going to add 1/2 pound of carrots, 1/4 pound, a 1/4 pound of mushrooms. Oh, my husband chopped up 1/2 pound of mushrooms for me. That's okay. We like mushrooms. And salt and black pepper. So we'll put a little sprinkle of black pepper across the top of that. And then while that's doing its thing, you're supposed to simmer an onion, like saute an onion and with some garlic. I'm actually just gonna put the onion and the garlic in with the vegetables. I don't see that being a problem. It's going to simmer and boil. Actually, I might put it in right now with the lentils so that it has plenty of chance to get cooked. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I've got my onion and my carrot and whole bunch of mushrooms over here. So I'm going to go put the lentils on and get them simmering so they can cook for 15 minutes, but I'm going to put the onion in now. That actually makes sense to me. Onion, bay leaves, garlic, lentils. So that's what I'm going to go do. And then we're going to put some vegetables in. And then towards the end, you are supposed to cook and stir 1/4 pound of hemp seeds, which I need to measure that out and see how many that is. It's probably not as many as I'm thinking, but 1/4 pound sounds like a lot of hemp seeds, but we'll see. And you're supposed to do that over medium heat until they're toasted and fragrant. I don't know about that. Maybe I'll try that. I'll try it. We'll see what happens. And then you just put them in the soup. So I am going to go make some soup, and I will see you guys in a few minutes. Alrighty guys, so a couple things. I forgot to tell you 101/60 when I took my blood pressure earlier. I had 3 waffles with some applesauce on them just a few minutes ago with my husband for supper, or for breakfast, I guess, seeing I just got up. It was delicious. And hemp seeds are 3/4 cup, almost exactly. I mean, it's a little bit heaping, but 3/4 cup is 1/4 pound. So my soup has been cooking for a little bit. I'm gonna go dump these in. I'm not gonna make them nice and toasted. I'm just not going to. So I'm going to go put these in, and the last thing that you're supposed to add to this is a all recipes recipe as well. Last thing you're supposed to add to this is a bunch of cilantro chopped, which obviously I'm not going to do that because I don't like cilantro. But yeah, I will be back with you guys to taste test this in just a minute. Alrighty guys, so I think this soup is going to be one of those that I have to reserve judgment on as well. It's very pretty, so I think that the nooch makes it this nice yellowy color. It's got the hemp seeds in there. It's got all the mushrooms and the carrots and the lentils, so everything's in there, and it's relatively cooked. I mean, it is cooked, but it looks good. It's not super flavorful at the moment. However, what it's gonna be like after it's been sitting for a while, I don't know. So I'm gonna try a bite of this again for you. Well, I tried a bite just a tiny little bit when it was in the pan still. So let's try it now. It's a little cooler. I don't know. It's not like out of this world flavorful or anything, but it's not bad. So I'm gonna let the flavors mesh together and see what it does when I eat it later. So I'll be back with you guys in the morning, and we'll talk about what this actually tasted like. I probably am, I have to stay late for work tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to exercise, so I might exercise tonight at work. I'll let you know how that goes in the morning. Alrighty guys, good morning. So I am obviously on my way home. I had to stay late for work. We had a meeting that I had to go to this morning that was Not until didn't start till 7:30, so it's now 8:30. I'm just now getting to go home. But wanted to talk about food last night. So the soup was very filling. I took 2 bowls of it. I had my 3 waffles last night with Anthony. I took 2 bowls of it. Really, really super filling. And the good news is that it was much better after having sat and the flavors mixed together. Like, much better. But it still wasn't awesome. I mean, it was good, but it would have been better made with some actual bouillon that had some salt in it. So I guess that, I don't know, it's kind of tough. So sometimes I have a meal that's just like, oh my gosh, this is super, super awesome, and there's no sodium to be found anywhere in it, and it tastes wonderful anyway. And then sometimes I make a meal like last night, and it was just on the verge of being really, really awesome, but I just needed just a little bit of salt. But I didn't put any in there. So I ate twice, and it was very filling, and that's kind of really what food should be. Super nutritious and really filling, and not necessarily, I mean, food should taste good, but it tasted good. It just wasn't as good as I think it could have been, but that's okay. I'm full still. So I'm headed home, and I'm just gonna go to bed. Oh, I need to exercise. What do I want to do today? The boys won't be home at all, so they're gonna go to the library and to a grocery store where we get like all of our pasta and that kind of stuff, seeing it's right by the library. Maybe I'll just do the exercise bike. That's a really good individual activity, and it's something I can actually, like, just sit there and just pedal like crazy and either watch a movie on my phone or read a book on my phone or something like that. That sounds good. I can do that. That would be easy enough. And good exercise for my legs. That's actually really good. I didn't end up exercising at work last night like I thought I might. I had thought about it once or twice, but I never got around to doing it. I walked, like I always walk, but it doesn't really count as exercise. I walked for my half-hour lunch break, but anyways, that's it for me for now, guys, and I will see you again tonight.